we hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, hope you guys were all safe.
Which is what we wanted to do as well, which is why we didn't have an episode yesterday. But here we are on Tuesday.
Back like we never left.
A plethora of wrestling news. A lot has gone down. It's been one of the best wrestling weekends I've had in a long time. And we will be getting to all of it today. We will be talking about everything going on in WWE. We're going to be talking about AEW rocking the house and the fact that our boy,
our brother,
Trick Willie, is your TNA World Champion.
No doubt, man.
That's crazy.
I know we got a little bit of our head ourselves. We'll get back. But like, how many group chats are we in with heavyweight champions of the world?
Okay,
yes, I'm only in one. It's me, you, and Trick Willie. Now you got two.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Uso.
Yeah, you got two, but I only got one. So yeah, there we go. That was from a few weeks ago.
He's champ now.
He's the champ. TNA heavyweight champion of the world, made history. Shay, it kind of goes back to the first thing I said when I saw Trick. I brought it up to you. I brought it up to him in the interview when he was working with Mello Hayes, and he was kind of the heater. He was the heavy.
Yeah.
And Mello was doing his thing. He was getting pushed. You could tell they had high hopes for him. But I was always looking at the dude behind him, going, that dude to me is a star.
Yeah.
There was something about him. Like, if he can go at all in the ring, this dude will be a star. And then it's kind of like, I felt a little validated when that 3 count got hit and Trick Willie became the first WWE superstar current to win a TNA championship.
History was made.
Man, I love history.
History was made, folks. We got Trick Willie versus the TNA World Champion.
Say his name and he appears.
I'm sorry.
I believe in no contest.
I love what you did.
By the way, we didn't even rehearse that. I just did that.
Yeah, off the top.
And you went with it.
Yeah, bro. Come on, dog. My
naysayer.
My naysayer.
Wow. Yeah. You and I have been lucky, right? Over the last month, we got to go to TNA a few times.
Yeah.
We got to kind of see. Yeah. Big ups to TNA. Everybody back there just was so welcoming. By the way, shout out to my man, the inevitable Ace Austin. I know he's going through some injury thing right now. Kayfabe. I don't know if it's real or not, but if it is, get well soon. He was a great guy to meet. But we kind of saw this whole thing with Trick and Joe Henry kind of happen. We were backstage when we were talking to Trick for a whole 2-hour show, and I thought he was just there to watch Lash. And then all of a sudden, I realized he's in the corner practicing spin kicks. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
And I said to him, "You're about to do a run-in," and he just laughed and smiled.
And then do a little something.
And, I think I brought this up. I had video of him backstage at TNA Retribution. Rebellion.
Rebellion.
My bad.
Yeah.
No disrespect. TNA Rebellion. And I'm recording him right before he dips out through the curtain on the side of the stage and does a run-in. I knew I need to post that, but so we kind of got to see this whole thing kind of come to fruition. Yeah. And it led to this championship.
Yeah. And it was a moment of, because we've seen this a few times with a few of the other titles in TNA and NXT respectively. And they always retain. Like, whoever belt has been up, they're going to put on a great match, but you get to keep your stuff. So you kind of feel like this is the first time, I think, where the world title was on the line. Yeah. And so, you know what you think is going to happen. Joe Hendry's so over that,
it's insane.
That it's just crazy to think otherwise. But that's why you have to watch.
Always.
Because they're going to throw that in your face. Or you think you're smarter than the company. And yeah, man, it was a great sequence. I love that. The title was used, but it was inverted.
Well, even before that, it was like you could tell Trick thought the match was kind of getting away from him a little bit. So he went and grabbed the belt to bring it in. But it's like, why, Trick? You're going to get disqualified.
I thought it was just a heel move, just to forget it. But
the belt was there. Yeah. But you know who put the belt there?
Yeah, the ref.
The ref. That's
an accident.
If the ref didn't get the belt, and then Trick sees this, he's going to get Joe's finisher. A little poke in the eye.
Yeah.
Hot shot on face first.
Yeah. Then trick
and
shot.
the trick shot, and it's 1. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
All right. Kick.
No,
Kick. 3.
Oh, dude,
And he had the same face I did.
I just screamed in my apartment.
Yeah.
Because I told you I was out to dinner. I was having Korean barbecue that night.
Yeah.
So I didn't start watching until you called me. He called me. I'm on my way home. And he's like, so wait, you don't know anything that went on? And I'm like, well, no, man. I said, I specifically, for the first time in dinner, I didn't look at my phone.
Tell me when you find out.
Like, call me. So I got home and I start watching everything late. You know, I didn't get to AEW till the next morning.
Yeah.
Still stayed off of social, so I didn't know anything went on there. But yeah, when Trick got that 3 count, man, it was such an unbelievable thing. Just because, you know, you and I, we've been fortunate enough to kind of build a little bit of a friendship with Trick recently.
Yeah.
Got to run into him
Great
a few
dude.
times. Great dude. Like I said, we've got a little, you know, group chat with him. And it was just so amazing. There you go. That was after a TNA show a few weeks ago. Right. But, you know, we're standing there with the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, man.
Yes,
and it's so good just to see, like I said at the beginning of the show, because I thought from the get-go that dude had something special in him. And to be the person that NXT and WWE chose to go ahead and do this thing that's never been done before. There have been, I think, 4 or 5 NXT champions that were also TNA World Champions, but in reverse order. He's been the first one to go from NXT champion
while currently in WWE.
Yeah, so it was amazing. It just shows that this company has a lot of faith in Trick. Yeah. Right? They're going to push him. They're going to give him every chance to succeed. Now he's going to go work multiple shows with different opponents. It's only going to make him better as a performer.
Exactly.
I mean, I think they got big plans for Trick Willie, man, and I'm here for it. And, you know, I just said to him, man, just stay healthy, because that's the most important thing. Keep honing your craft, keep working, because they obviously have big plans for you, brother. So I know you and I were both very happy and very excited to see that.
That's our boy. And, you know, obviously the online discourse starts. Joe Hendry gets what they say is squashed at WrestleMania, which he didn't, but it was just a short match.
Joe Hendry got a WrestleMania match with Randall.
And a huge pop.
With Randall K.
Huge pop.
Royal Rumble, huge pop.
Yeah.
Mania, huge pop. And now, guess what? Joe is going to be fine.
He's going to be just fine. And people are talking about how, you know, now WWE takes the TNA World title. You have to understand, WWE is now making one of their key pieces of NXT, like on the men's side of things. It's Oba, it's Trick, and they're sending him to TNA. So those eyes that are on Trick now have to go to TNA and check TNA out, and then start to see TNA and how they do things.
And you're going to be happy. You're going to be surprised. There's a lot of talented performers.
Yeah, and then from there, now TNA people have to be on CW, on NXT. Now they're getting exposure. It's a great
shout out to Santana.
Yeah, Mike Santana, my boy.
Who, by the way, help say, like, I'm not going to question you, but I was too far away. Santana stopped you from probably getting your ass beat the other day at the First Class Penthouse.
Not with them knees on Francis.
I'm just saying, AJ and KC, I think they would have balled you up. No disrespect. Anyway, the point being, I'm glad Santana was there for the save.
Well, you talking about me getting jumped? Where the hell were you?
Saying, I wouldn't have to look for
you was in the back.
Yeah, but you know where I was sitting was so far away that it would have been hard for me to get. Plus, I had security in front of me.
Your own people.
Security was in front of me. They thought I was going to jump in to try to help you. Then, as I pushed my way past security, nobody saw this. That's when Santana's music hit. He came down the ramp. I said, "Oh, Shay gonna be fine." So I played back. I went to go jump them in the back, you know. But then they never came back after. So I think they left. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Look, the point being, Santana helped you, so I'm glad he's going to get a little shine, because otherwise I'd be sitting here by myself, and 3/4 you wouldn't watch this anymore because he's not here. So I can't have that. So I needed Mike Santana to save my tag team partner, because, like I said, I couldn't get over the way, you know, 3,000 people were between me, you, and I didn't have the kendo stick, obviously, because if I did, you know, I would have been right there. But, you know, they don't know me there. Security. So, yeah.
Let's get to Monday Night Raw. Watch new episodes of No Contest Wrestling every Wednesday, or listen wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to follow us at No Contest Wrestling Podcast on Instagram.